Hello everyone, I'm your host Takuma, and welcome back to another episode of Metroid Prime. In our last episode, we got two very important mobility upgrades. We got the boost ball, which allows us to shoot across the world like a small rocket launcher, maybe more like a Nerf gun, or a Nerf gun bullet. And then we got my favorite upgrade in the game, at least as far as mobility goes, the double jump boots, or space jump boots, that's right. Space jump boots allow us to get up to places like this very easily, allowing us to skip a very large room over here entirely. This is great. However, we're not going over there, we're not going up here either. We need to go over there, because that is where we have been directed to next by our map screen. As soon as I loaded the game up, I don't remember if it was in last episode, we were told that the predator activity in Phendrana has been analyzed, and now we are due to go over here. So we're gonna go find us some predators in Phendrana. I didn't take any damage from that. I am shocked. Actually, I'm gonna have to turn down my headphones for just a second because it is very loud in that room. I have no idea why. Hi there! I scanned you already, didn't I? Yeah, I figured I did, just wanted to check. I mean, I know I've encountered them already, just gotta make sure of these things. To my understanding, a lot of people don't like the scanning in Metroid Prime, the whole scanning system. Honestly, I love it. I really do. It really opens up the world around you, because there's no dialogue anywhere in this game. Nothing. The entire game that you see around you is just where you go and what you do. The point of Metroid Prime is basically go here, shoot them, and carry on. Go here, shoot them, carry on. Find yourself some upgrades, and then go get some new ones. There's no story in it. There's really no story if you play the game without the scan visor, and that's pretty much a sin to me. The way I play games, the way I view games, that's awful. That really is awful. And we've got a plated ice parasite down here, I think it's called, which I'll scan real quick and then kill. Ice parasite, okay. So you can read that if you want to, but honestly, I love the scanning. It really opens up the world around you, both in a plot sense and a realism sense. I don't know how all this stuff is already in your logbook that you get by scanning it, but I mean, sort of. You know what I mean. There's the Pokédex too that has pretty much the same function. But even so, what's there to know? There really is nothing to know about this world aside from what you scan in. So, I like the scanning aspect. Maybe if you're feeling like the scanning is forced, then you won't like it. Like, if you want the plot, you gotta scan. And you don't know what you're gonna scan. You don't know what you have to scan. You don't know anything. The game doesn't tell you anything. It's so disappointing. Why would they do that to you? But yeah, I like the scanning. It really opens up the world, so I love it. A statue depicting the bust of a Chozo shaman adorns the store. This little thing right here, I did scan it. I didn't really pay attention to it, but it'll come into play later in the game. There are some stuff lying on the wall over here. A statue depicting the bust of a Chozo shaman. Several stress fractures can be seen running along the surface of the Brimstone object. Well, I got to the end of that pretty fast. There's some other stuff over here too. There's an architect, which is flawless. Then I think we've got a warrior and something else. A philosopher. At least I'm pretty sure this is a warrior. Yep. And that one's flawless too. Oh, right. We have to open that thing up. So we'll use our missile to destroy that. I have no idea why they hid this thing away like that, but, you know, whatever works for you. Looks like there's something a little further up too, which I honestly have never noticed before. This is my favorite Metroid game, but I never noticed this thing up here. Let me check my velocity for just a second. Huh, I guess not. Yeah, there's that thing up there, and another one above it. There's one for all of them. I never noticed that before. Okay, there's nothing behind this statue that I think is there. Yeah, nothing. Although you can hear an upgrade, so can't progress, so we're gonna have to go down here to fix this thing. And by fix, I mean destroy. Stupid respawn. And here's another one we have to go through as well. Now, I've brought it up in Tomb Raider a lot, but... Oh, come on. It applies to this level of Metroid too, or this episode. Kind of both. But this place right here that we're going into is very secluded. And this is where the rising predator activity is. How are the predators surviving in here? I mean, really. Anyway, it's hardly important. This is mine, thank you! Nope, she's not going to grab it. Of course, we have to go through a trial to get this thing. Hi there, boys. Do you want to kill me? I kind of want to kill you. Well, not particularly. I mean, you're a baby she-goth, so... Whoops. Who wants to kill a baby in the games, right? Well, I mean, Kirby does. Kirby, rather obviously, devours baby chicks. Even so, who wants to kill the babies? They're predators, but they're baby predators! Don't you want to just love on the little babies? Come here, you. Let me kill you. Gotcha! Gotcha again! One more time! Oh, my bad. Sorry about that. Okay, hold on there. Bam! And a few more blasts. Take care of this little guy. Let me double check to make sure I've scanned this thing over here first. Yeah, I figured I had. I just kind of have to make sure of that anyway. Come and get me. Come and get me. Over here. Oops. Man, they got a lot of fangs for a baby. Now you might be saying, baby she-goth? Surely there's something bigger than that. Yeah, there is. Give me something. Give me something. Give me something. They gave me something. Here's the adult she-goth. This thing's a little bit scary. If you thought the bosses up to this point were a little bit disappointing, this guy is definitely more boss material, at least visually. Supreme Predator of the Phendrana Drifts. Yeah, this one is the ultimate Phendrana Drifts enemy. She-goths are invulnerable to most beam weapons. The crystals absorb energy, which they fire at prey. So don't be using your beam weapon on this guy. She-goths have poor stamina. They hyperventilate after using their breath attack, making their mouth area vulnerable. The soft underbelly is susceptible to concussive blasts, and they will freeze you solid. They're fond of ramming and trampling the prey, which this one is trying to do now. So there's two ways we can go about doing this. Use its breath attack, and then fire missiles at it while it's exhausted. Yeah, we can only get 2 of them off. Maybe we can get 3 off if I fire at the right time. Yeah, no. Just 2 missiles. This has happened to me before. I hope it doesn't happen again. But in case you run out of missiles, there is another strategy that you can use to fight this guy. It took me a while to figure out for sure what it was. Come on. Attack me again. Attack me again. This is hard mode. Be hard. There you go. I'm going to use missiles one more time. Now there is another method you can use in case you run out of missiles. For that method, you have to, yeah, like I said, don't use the beam weapons because the crystals in their back will absorb it. That's dangerous. You need to go into Morph Ball mode and wreck its belly with Morph Ball bombs. You are going to take damage from that, so beware, but there are little crates around in the corners where the baby ice she-goth came from, as if there's any other kind of she-goth. So you can resupply on health, and maybe missiles too, but in case all goes wrong, you had a very low supply of missiles when you first came in here, attack me already! Thank you. In case something goes wrong and you need the extra little boost to finish it off once and for all, that's your final strategy. Something else to take note of here is that none of the bosses, at least to my knowledge, that we have fought, have had a health bar on the top. Remember back on the first episode, at the end of the prologue when we fought the Parasite Queen had some health on the top. And no enemy that we've fought, as far as boss status goes, has had... Whoops! No, get away, get away, get away, get away! No other enemy that we fought, as far as bosses go, have had extra health like that for us to actually look at. So that's a little interesting note to see about the she-goth, is that it's another one that doesn't have any health. This means something rather minor. I'm sure you can piece it together on your own. I might not bring it up. Maybe I will. I don't know. I'm not going to right now. But yeah, something to take note of. And now we get a new upgrade. Last episode we started... I think it was last episode. Maybe the one before? Yeah, last episode we started getting a whole bunch of gear that was not relative to what we had when we lost all of our equipment before. As of last episode, now this episode, we are getting some new equipment that we have not had before. You notice Samus's beam looks a little bit different there. That is because we got the wave beam, which appeared on screen before I could say it. Very synchronized and make it more dramatic. So, wave beam. Wave beam is an electricity attack, and it's not the most reliable because if you're trying to hit somebody around the corner or something like that, yeah, it can be a little bit difficult to use. Of course, we can also charge up a blast, and bam! Electric blast for sure. And that's a little bit more reliable. I can't remember if this is a homing attack. I don't think so. Maybe it might be a little bit, but I don't think it is. Anyway, we got a new beam weapon. Yahoo! These are mine, thank you. And in addition to getting this new beam weapon, there are these doors up here which we cannot open with our power beam or missiles. We have to use the wave beam to open up purple doors. It's probably rather easy to figure out, but once again, we are getting some new equipment that gives us more chances to move around and get to where we need to go. So, yay for that. Beyond that, these things up here, the Pulse Bamu, it doesn't really say it, but we can now destroy them with a wave beam. Just need to fire off enough shots, and it's gone. And there's this guy over here. They are attracted to charged energy sources, but they can't resist a charged blast. Anybody down there in the center? Not that I can see. Okay, dropping right down, breaking our legs. That's okay. We didn't lose any health at all. Come here, you. Goodbye, you. Leave anything for me? No, you didn't. I probably didn't need anything anyway, except missiles. And that was pretty obviously not a factor. Blammo! Blammo to the bamboo. Actually, did I scan this guy over here before? I can't remember if I did. I did. The scatter bamboo. This one seems to be mildly attracted to the charge, but it doesn't really change its movement patterns if you have something charged or not. So, now that we have the wave beam, no, we cannot get that power up that you're hearing. We need to break a Cordite statue for that. Now that we have the wave beam, we've got Baby Sheegoth waiting for us out here now. And he fell in the water. Okay, never seen that before. So that opens up new paths for us once again. So where do we go from here? Well, I don't know, and our map isn't telling us yet, so why don't we figure it out on our own? If you look on the left side, we've got that key over there. Purple is wave beam. So everything around here is opened or blue, so we don't have to worry about that. If we scroll around though, we can find this purple door over here, which I think is up above us, possibly? Yeah, we gotta go up to get to there. I have no idea why I didn't see this thing before. So let's go find out what is in the one door we can access with the wave beam. And you're dead too! And as for your friend, you're dead too. Did any of you leave anything for me? Nothing. I need missiles. Thank you. And this door opens. There we go. Looks like the ice shriek bats are still here. Just need to make sure that I have in fact scanned them. Don't activate the little ice Sheegoth babies. There's no other kind of Sheegoth babies. I'd rather they not be activated because it's going to make mobility a little bit more difficult. And once again, I'm sure I've scanned this little piece before that I'm just about to scan, but I need to make sure because there are a limited number of them in the game. Yes, I have. Okay. No idea why this counts as a research entry. It's not very researchy. Hey now, that was rude. I didn't have a second jump after I fell down. That's interesting to note. Hey, come on. There you go. There might be something over there, I believe. Or, hold on. The wave beam, in case you hadn't noticed, is not the most ideal way to take on shriek bats of any kind. Yes. There is a power-up down in there. A different kind of power-up, but we can't get to it. The ice can be melted with extreme heat. Sort of betrays one of the weapons we're going to get later on, which is, I think, is my favorite weapon in the game. For obvious reasons. But yeah, there's nothing we can do about that. And these are regular scarabs, not any kind of ice scarab breed. Once again, you want to take note of this stuff. Hello there! Goodbye forever. And here's some more scarabs, which I only took 1 point of damage from to get around. That's very lovely. Where to next? Research entry again. This one is a spinner device. We are going to use this by jumping into it and then using the morph ball boost. Scan this just because I can. A one-way access hatch. So in order to progress any further, we need to make use of these. Well, the music changed, but nothing else did. There's not even a timer going on. There will be in a moment, don't you worry. There's another spinner on this side. So let's turn this on and see what happens. On the other side of the room, more open. And that turns on. Again, no timer. Well, let's go on up here and see what we can find out from this. Hello? For some reason, turning that thing on activates a water flow. I don't know why, don't question it. Science fiction logic. Although they look like they're Chozo statues in a way. Chozo-ish. We just need to get up here and we're done, but I am going to come over here. Because I want to get in that, and I didn't get in that, which means I need to do this all over again. Except for the spinner devices. The spinner devices are going to be permanently active, but now I have to go back up around and do that morph ball bomb slot again, and I just fell in the water. Great. The really disgusting part is that it took me 3 or 4 tries to get over here. I thought I was good at this game, but I guess not. Anyway, that's where that little one-way path takes us, and just to save us a bit of time, I'm going to get back up to the top. Actually, the top is right freaking here, so never mind. Provided I don't fall, that is. Because I keep on falling, and I have no idea why. It's kind of like taboo or whatever, I think, or maybe it's a John thing, I don't know, but not really something that I like to blame, but my controller feels a little bit sticky. I don't know if this is from a lot of people using this one or what, but my personal GameCube controller seems to have gone missing. I have no idea why. And these flicker bats are getting really annoying. Come back here, you guys. I'm going to shoot one. There we go. So that's where we need to get up to and where they want us to, so you kind of have to suffer if you want to get that power up. There's 3 doors up here. Let's take a look. There's an ice... No, not ice. We've got a great ore for missile, wave beam, and a regular door. However, the regular door isn't active. This door has no power, and nearby power conduit must be energized for it to open. A blast of electrical energy will energize the conduit. The conduit radiates some heat that is invisible in the normal spectrum. So there is no chance of getting around there. We've also got this thing up here. Cordite statue. Yeah, once again, we ain't breaking cordite. There's only one thing stronger than cordite, but cordite is definitely not something we are going to break with these. What I need to do, though, is get over there. Can I make this jump? I hope so. Thank goodness for the space jump boots. Is there anything we can scan in here? There's a something. Schematics for Glacier 1 secure zone accessed. Personnel bound for research area proceed directly to checkpoint. Hydra access. Proceed to the purple doors to the south. Ooh, we're going to go see Research Lab Hydra next episode. Thank you everybody for joining me for Metroid Prime today. Come back next time and we will head into Research Lab Hydra. Sounds exciting. We're also going to get some very interesting and powerful equipment that we are going to love very much in the next episode or 2. So, see you then everyone. Take care. Hello! Are you friend? Nope, not friend.